Hey Keith, it's Kevin here. I spoke with you last week when you were possibly getting scammed, and then you ended up talking with Zane, who's helping us out too. I'm going to make you a walkthrough video with the Solera, talk a little bit about everything I can find, show you really close-ups of what's going on. If I find any, even the small blemishes, I want to point them out to you so you know exactly what to expect. In general, the coach is in great shape. The tires we just replaced, so they have a new date code on there. Let's take a look around the outside first. We've got an electric awning. That's this that comes out here. That is electric. There's a button you push inside and it comes out. This first compartment here is just a access compartment to get to your DEF tank. That's all it is. You have to fill it up about every 3,500 or 4,000 miles. And that's to make sure you have zero emissions. That started about 15 years ago, or 12, maybe 12 years ago. And all diesel engines require that, not just this one. So it's a chemical called diesel exhaust fluid. You can get it at any gas station or any automotive store. And it takes, I think, 4 or 7 gallons. And basically, like I said, every 3,500 to 4,000 miles, I think, generally speaking, you have to refill that liquid. And what it does is it makes it so you can't smell the diesel fuel like you used to be able to, and it's good for our environment apparently. So the biggest compartment here is back here. It's got tons of space. It also has a rear access point that you can also load from. It's a pretty good sized compartment. I just climbed on the roof. I'm not going to do it with a camera in my hand. But there's 2 large solar panels. They look to be about 100 watts each, maybe 125 watts each. So that is trickle charging your batteries and giving you, keeping your batteries charged up during the daytime. The only, I guess, flaw with the exterior I can find is just this baggage door here. I can see that there's a slight indentation. I don't know if that's just from the age or anything like that, but it still feels like it's solid and all that. Maybe it bumped against something, but just want to point that out to you because I just noticed it. You can see there's no damage on the inside or anything like that. Somebody might have leaned up against it or something. Down below is the generator, and that is your Cummins liquid propane LP generator, 3600. Here's the tires here. Try to show you the date code if I can. Let's see. So 3921 was the production date. That means the tires were produced the 39th week of 2021. Come back around the coach here. There's the rear ladder. You do have a backup camera up there. Here's the other side of the coach. In general, the coach is pretty glossy still. It's got a nice finish still to it. There's your 30 amp cord. It's stored up on here. There's like a nice place to put your sewer hose, so you don't have to put that with the other stuff. And outside water connect for like an outside shower. We sanitized the tanks. This is what this is telling us. We already cleaned and sanitized, flushed the tanks. That's part of what we do when we purchase motorhomes. And this is where you flush or dump your tanks from here, and you can run down below there so you can keep your door closed. Forest River does a nice job of keeping everything up above and inside the coach, so not to be easily to freeze the contents of your tanks. Down below, I pre-opened these doors for us so I could point out what we have. Small storage compartment there, actually not too bad. The next one over is your propane. We fill that up for you, so you'll get a full tank of fuel. Well, you'll get a full tank of propane. I'm not sure how the fuel will be after it gets driven up to you. I know they try to leave a good amount in there. The final compartment is also storage. You can see everything looks pretty good. Nice and clean, nothing, and we haven't even really went through and detailed this coach yet. But once we, what happens, I'll just kind of break it down for you. This coach was a purchase I can tell because the stock number starts with a P for purchase. So for us to purchase a motorhome means we're giving someone cash and then they walk away and we take on all the responsibility. So it's got to be a pretty clean coach for us to do that. A very clean coach, to be honest. So the first thing we still do before we end up making that purchase is we send it across to the street to a third party, a place that can do a chassis safety inspection for us. And they'll check the fluids, change the oil and the filter in the engine and the generator, check the brakes, and basically make sure the chassis is in good condition. And once it passes all of that, then it comes back to our lot. We do the tank flush, and then once it sells, it goes through our motorhome service department, and that's back over there behind all this stuff. And then at that point, they go through the entire house and make sure all the major things in the motorhome are working properly, everything's working, and so that it'll work for the customer. And if we find anything to fix, we fix it. So they go through it in great depth to make sure things are functioning like they should. Okay, let's take a look inside the cab while we're over here. Here's where you put in the diesel fuel, of course. Kind of your standard Mercedes cabin. The seats are in good shape. But yeah, once we finish the motorhome service part, then it'll go to our cleaning crew and they'll do a really nice job cleaning it up inside and out. Let's take a look outside, or inside rather. So there's a button here I'm pushing. It extends the step. Since the engine's on, it's automatically going to go back in when I let go of that. But I'm just showing you so you know what these buttons are. This is your main coach disconnect, battery disconnect switch here. There's some, there's a solar controller and there's a solar connect fuse. In case you see this fuse popped out, you'll have to reset that or replace it. But this is your controller. It shows you how your solar is charging. This is how you extend your awning here. This is your porch lights on and off. And main ceiling light. And then there's a 12 volt, like a cigarette lighter type plug-in if you wanted to power something that you'd plug in there. CO2 monitor. There'll also be a fresh smoke detector. We always replace those. Let me turn this radio down. I know you like that song, but I'm gonna have to continue the video first. All right, let's take a look at the motorhome. I'm on a wide angle lens here, so you should have a pretty good view of what's going on. Great spot for the TV up there. You can actually release this TV and pull it out to wherever you like if you want to have a better view. You've got storage back in here. Good storage there. I noticed that there's a satellite dish on the roof also. It's set for Dish Network. There's your Wally box that works with Dish Network. So all you'd have to do is activate a Dish account and you'd be good to go if in fact you like to use satellite. And then over here you've got another large storage compartment. And then one more. I'm going to show you as much of that as I can. Above me here we have an attic fan. You've probably seen those before. Looks like most of the lights have been exchanged for LED lights, which will take a lot less power from your batteries. Some storage pockets up above the door. Got an extension. Let me set this up. For your kitchen, so you get a little more kitchen counter space. Some storage up above. That's nice. None of the compartments or shelves, nothing looks like it was kind of used heavily. Not a lot of debris, nothing so far anyway. There's under the sink, good amount of space there. Another little drawer. This is your fuses and breakers down here. But I'm not going to try to open that right now, but that's where you'd go to check your fuses. Good size storage. Here's your oven, your gas grill, cooktop. Got a little light there and a fan. Your microwave looks nice and clean. This is your refrigerator, freezer. A little storage above the fridge. And there's some of your control panel here. Slide in and out, water heater switch, water pump, air condition, AC hot water heater. So if you have electric hot water heater option versus the gas. Living room and kitchen lights. So there's one more light there. And this is how you check your levels. Fresh, gray, black, or empty. Fresh water is 3/4 full. Propane is full, or battery is full rather. And propane is at 3/4 currently. The generator, I just had checked it, but I want to tell you the hours. It's 154 hours, so quite low. You've got like a pillow top, nice mattress in here. Another plug-in for a TV over here if you wanted to add one to your bedroom. But you could probably see the TV from the front, from your bedroom, because of the way you can maneuver it over there. You can move it over this way, probably still see it from your bed. But another 12-volt switch over here, 110. Place to slide your cell phone in at night. Storage up above. And that goes all the way down. All those cabinets surround the bed. Can't quite reach them from where I'm standing, so I'm just going to show you those. And of course, you got a sliding window here, and that rear window does not open, but provides some more light. Take a quick look at the bathroom. You have another attic fan up there. Glass door shower, porcelain toilet. There's your sink out here. Frees up some of the space in the bathroom. Medicine cabinet. This full wall slide gives this coach a nice amount of space. As you're probably aware, just give you kind of a broad view. Here's your wardrobe closet. There's some other plug-in fan. You can plug this fan in 12-volt. I guess they left that behind. If you wanted to use that, I don't know where, but maybe in the bedroom, in that 12-volt plug in there. You need a little cooling at night without having your air conditioner on. Some of the original manuals. Cedar lined drawers, nice touch. That's actually something that Forest River has done before. Keeps everything smelling fresh. Yeah, all these drawers are nice and clean. I like when they're not got a lot of heavy heavy use to them. When you open them up, they're all banged up or chemical spills and whatnot. 3 storage compartments above the dinette. And also the dinette here, it's got a little cork board if you want to put a note up there or something. 2 opening windows. These cushions are nice and firm. They don't look their age for sure. And you've got some more storage down there. Another one on this side. Looks like there's some extra trim pieces. Could have been stuff they replaced over the years, or I mean, everything seems to be intact, but that might just be stuff they replaced or were messing with in the past. Probably leave it with the coach in case you have future use for it. But pretty much, I think I've covered the coach. Any other questions come up beyond what you've seen here in this about 15-minute video, you can let me know. There's the Mercedes manuals. So let me know if there's anything else you think of, Keith, and I will load this up to YouTube so you can watch it at your leisure, and then let us know if you have any questions. All right, there you go.